Morning sunlight flowed through the classroom windows, creating a warm and welcoming atmosphere within the quiet space. The teacher is administering an assessment, and one of the students takes advantage of the moment when she isn't looking to find a way to make the test answers within sight. The teacher accidentally drops her cup. "Mike, could you help me get the cloth to clean the floor? I'm so clumsy," the teacher said hurriedly. Mike nodded with a gentle smile, getting up to assist her. The teacher went in search of the cloth, and Mike followed her, distracted by his phone. She asked him to bring the cleaning materials. Mike was surprised to see what was inside the bucket. It's a lot of money, and he looks around to make sure no one is watching and pockets all the money. The teacher is worried about the mess, but Mike soon enters the room with the bucket. Inside are the cleaning materials she asked for. Monica quickly explains her situation, mentioning the absence of her test. The teacher calls her to her desk. Monica notices something different when she picks up her test, but discreetly tries to move away from people to check better what she saw. It's also a good amount of money, which she hides in her pocket. The teacher informs them that they have 20 minutes to complete the exam. She trusts they are honest enough not to copy the answers and not do anything wrong while she's out of the room. Monica tries to ask Danielle for the answers, but she doesn't give them. The teacher warns that time is running out. She asks them to leave the exams on her desk once they finish. After that, they are free to go. She asks them to hurry. The teacher asks if there's something wrong with Danielle. Isn't she leaving? All the classmates have already left. Danielle replies that she prefers to stay and finish the task. The teacher approaches and realizes that this activity is not for today, it's for next week, and she asks why Danielle doesn't leave it for later. Why not go home and rest a bit? She can do it another time. Danielle refuses, saying she will leave later. First, she will finish the task. The teacher wants to know why. She explains that her mother is ill, so she got a part-time job to help at home. The teacher understands and realizes that's why her grades dropped. She says yes and apologizes for it. The teacher understands the situation but says Danielle could have said something so they could come to an agreement. She says it won't be necessary, she can double her efforts and improve her grades again. The teacher says okay, but will be in the teacher's room if Danielle needs help, just go there to look for her. Danielle thanks her kindness. Danielle gets distracted with the task and takes a while to notice the money on the floor. It's a lot of money. Where did it come from? Danielle realizes this money may have fallen from the teacher's pocket. She thinks it's better to keep it in her bag for now. The teacher is disappointed. Gabriel is sure Mike will fail, but he finds it funny since Gabriel copied his answers. Monica asks if Danielle thinks she'll get anything by pretending to be a nerd. All the classmates start laughing at her, calling her a nerd. Monica says Danielle is very stupid. It makes her uncomfortable, the insults bother her. The teacher enters the room and tells them to be quiet. She has already graded the exams. As they know, these exams were very important, as the student who stands out in it will represent the school at an international event. Monica says it's obvious that person will be her since she did very well on the exams. She's a very intelligent person. The classmates mock her, and she thinks it's jealousy. The teacher wishes to conduct an honesty test with them to know who will be the best choice to represent the school at the event. Monica is impatient, just wanting it to end soon. The teacher asks them to calm down. She's about to say who stood out in the exam. She says Mike wasn't it since he copied the answers. He pretends not to know what she's talking about, lies that he spent the night studying, but the teacher doesn't believe it since his answers are identical to Gabriel's. He just forgot to copy the name. Monica is sure she got the highest grade since she didn't copy from anyone. The teacher doesn't believe her either. She knows the truth. The teacher says that's not the most important part since it's not just a written exam. Tension rose when the teacher mentioned the missing money. She wants it back. Monica says she has already spent it. The teacher says it's not her problem. She wants the money back immediately, doesn't care how she'll manage to return it. Mike decides to take his part and return it, and Gabriel does the same. The teacher thinks it's good they return it. She will summon their parents for a meeting. She's very disappointed with their attitude, and with Monica too, but she doesn't care and still leaves triumphantly. The teacher realizes there's no hope for these young people with these attitudes. She needs to talk to Danielle. She says she's very happy with her. Danielle asks for permission to enter the room. The teacher asks if something happened. With a surprisingly honest gesture, Danielle revealed she found the money on the classroom floor and handed it to the teacher. She asks if it's the teacher's. Her action was met with admiration by the teacher, and a feeling of silent pride filled the room. She pretends to have lost the money and thanks Danielle for returning it. Danielle takes advantage of the conversation with the teacher to ask if she can miss class on Friday since she got this job and needs to put in some extra hours to get a little more money for her mother's medicine. The teacher will do her this favor but wants all the assignments ready next week. Danielle says she will do that and says goodbye. The teacher tells Danielle that she was impressed with her results and wants her as the school representative at the international event. Furthermore, she says she's very proud of Danielle's attitude. Danielle's honesty makes her happy to know she has a student like that. Danielle thanks her and says she just did what was right. She thanks for being selected for this event. Before Danielle leaves, the teacher decides to give her something. She is surprised. It's a lot of money. The teacher explains that this is for her honesty. She hopes this money helps the student buy the medicine her mother needs. Danielle thanks a lot. It will be a great help. Her mother will be happy. The teacher says Danielle doesn't need to pay back this money. Danielle owes nothing. The girl thanks, saying she is the best teacher in the world.